is. Now, this is an application programming interface, a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But if you know things like DirectX, which is used in almost every single game, or like Vulkan or OpenGL, these are all graphics APIs that generally work on GPUs. He had to write an API just to work with his graphics card. They wrote Windows kernel drivers for the display.
What time is it? On the moon, Apple wants to build a robot that follows you around in your house. And, well, we got some details on Zen 5, the next generation AMD stuff. It's faster. Let's get into hot news, everybody. I'm your host. We're going to be going over the hottest tech news I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast. But it turns out MSI can't get their motherboards working very well. Some of them. That was like, well, Reese, I got a deal for you, okay? You want to use less RAM when it comes to your web browser? Good. You have to switch to Edge, switch to Microsoft Edge, because they're going to give user-controlled RAM limits for you to be able to establish how much RAM you want your web browser taking up. This is primarily designed for gamers and is built off the back of their memory limits for idle tabs that they already have. But instead, now you can control how much is being used, especially if you're gaming or.
Alright guys, welcome back to F1 News. Major developments in the driver market today occurring during practice for the Japanese Grand Prix. Toto Wolff reveals that one of his chief rivals is just about to sign a top driver on the grid as it stands. This comes amid Fernando Alonso supposedly snubbing any approaches from Mercedes, and Carlos Sainz spotted getting rather chummy with Helmut Marko of Red Bull in the paddock today. Very much into your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. As always, I would greatly appreciate it. First of all, we have some practice to discuss. Lewis Hamilton, by the way, has completely lost the power unit that failed back in Australia. That is to be expected, to be fair. But apparently a bottom end failure of the engine, so what's in the block, basically, crankshaft, stuff like that, I don't know. It went kaput clearly, and it is absolutely unsavable, so that it will not be brought back into the pool. Mercedes say not a design problem, but rather a quality process issue, i.e. somebody made a mistake somewhere putting this thing together and it died, and therefore that's all they're going to do. So Hamilton, of course, new engine this weekend for him. It's not the end of the world necessarily. It may mean they need another engine at some point, which would mean, of course, a penalty later in the season. But to be fair, other drivers are also putting a new engine in their car this weekend as well. Maybe they can survive, but it's a long season with lots of races, lots of sprint races as well. Other teams that need to survive in terms of not putting their car in the wall are such as Alpine. We know that Williams, they've been all the rage over the last couple of weeks, and for very good reason, because they didn't have a spare chassis for even, I think, Jeddah and Bahrain, and in Australia it cost them, right, because Albon crashed. They only had one car to go for the remainder of the weekend. It turns out other teams were in a similar boat. Alpine, they don't have one either, so they can't afford either their drivers to put it in the wall, at least put it in the wall badly, as we'll discuss in a second. They will have one from China. There's discussions as to whether Haas and other teams are in a similar boat, and why some of these teams seem so amateurish, to be honest. However, we do have FP1, Ayumu Iwasa, credit to him as well. Of course, he stepped in today for Daniel Ricciardo, and there's lots to say on Ricciardo in general, actually, because there was this update today from Scott Mitchell-Marm that they will be bringing in a new chassis for Ricciardo in China. Now, RB say, we're not doing this because Ricciardo's been struggling. We've had a new chassis ready anyway, so we're going to give it to Ricciardo. It's a perfectly happy accident. But the rumour has been that Ricciardo feels that he can't find Tsunoda's pace, not because he is inadequate, but because the car is somehow inadequate. So
Alright. Should be able to hear myself now.
So he's going to get a new chassis in China, and then we will really see, I suppose, whether his struggles over the last couple of weeks are skill issues
Alright.
or whether there's something to do with the car. But Logan Sargent, he put it in the wall again. And this was, man, it's tough. It would be funny if it wasn't so sad in a way for Sargent. And in some ways it is still kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know how he's managed this. Obviously, he's driving the repaired chassis. The boys back at the factory and spent the last couple of weeks repairing. They said they'd done a great job. It was barely any heavier than it was previously when he crashed it. This was the crash, by the way, coming out of the S's, up the hill. He gets right onto the curb, and then for some reason just doesn't come back on the track. I know that if you guys have played the F1 game, you'd have probably done this many a time. Get too wide here, get on the grass, and end up spinning out, which is exactly what happens. But it's just such a mistake that you can't make. Like, how is he this far over in this position, right? It's just one of those really bad errors. And as Sargent says, I put the car in a place that I didn't realise where I was at. It was a bit of a silly error, to be honest, one that I should be making, especially in FP1, and he sounded devastated on the radio, and understandably so. Even James Vowles says it was a frustrating one. He didn't know where he was on the track, which is rather reminiscent of Latifi at Suzuka a couple of years ago when he took the wrong turn at the final chicane. So it's quite clear that Williams don't have much confidence in Sargent. I'm not sure Sargent, to be honest, at the moment, has much confidence in himself. James Vowles says, no, he was in a good state of mind. People are also saying, oh, well, Williams, you get what's coming in the sense that you kill his confidence by not giving him the chance to drive the car in Australia. So maybe it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. And maybe there's some truth to that. But at the same time, you know, I think what really killed his confidence was the fact that Albon's been beating up on him every single week for the last couple of years now. And he's obviously been struggling himself. So he's not putting it together. It's just another issue for Williams. More damage as well for Williams to deal with. He crashed it last year as well. Sargent right out of the final corner. So not great. And he didn't get to compete in FP2. Now, there wasn't much running in FP2, as we'll discuss in a second. And it hasn't damaged the chassis. It was actually a pretty big crash, to be fair. We can see if I go back to that kind of onboard right about here. Like, he spins off, goes into the wall. Pretty big crash. But it doesn't seem like it's damaged the chassis so much, but there are other issues actually. I think it was reported that the gearbox, the suspension, like there's been quite a lot of damage to fix, but the chassis itself should be repairable, because if it wasn't, then Sargent ain't racing again this weekend, unless you think that maybe what they're going to say is, well, this time it was Logan that crashed, so Alex, get out of your car, we're going to put Logan in yours, because that's probably not going to be happening, which was Logan's original chassis, to be fair, because they swapped it around somewhat controversially. So Aston Martin, they bought some upgrades today, which didn't really seem to deliver that much based on FP1. Alonso was still faster than Stroll, but it was actually only Stroll that had the upgrades, which is always a funny one, really, isn't it? If you're driving for Aston Martin, despite the fact that you might be the fastest driver by a mile, it's still Stroll who gets the upgrades first, which is what we're seeing here. This is Stroll's car, this is Alonso's car on the left-hand side. You guys can see the differences, for example, in the side pod concept. If I just make it full screen, you guys can see what we're looking at here. So some of the changes they've made to the car visually on this package they have just brought in. However, the other package apparently arrived later in the day, maybe by about now, who knows. So Fernando Alonso will be able to use it for the remainder of the weekend. So we'll see if that actually helps Aston Martin, because last year they brought upgrades, but they didn't upgrade their car, and they needs to if they want to make some strides this season where they currently sit in the constructors. Red Bull brought some upgrades as well. Helmut Marko says they performed precisely as anticipated, but given the fact that Red Bull have brought a pretty sizable upgrade, a few changes to the floor, a couple of things elsewhere on the car as well, they didn't dominate the day. They kind of did in some regard. They were P1, P2, but it's not like Carlos Sainz and the Mercedes were miles behind, which is interesting for the rest of the weekend, actually, especially with what Sainz says in a second. And who knows, maybe Sainz is going to be a Red Bull driver in the near future. But Marco actually says this: we are very satisfied. We brought a relatively important update, and they weren't. Ferrari's long run, though, was really impressive. Leclerc was a second faster. This is not the reality, though. If they use less fuel, which Ferrari likes to do, they are close to us. And there wasn't so much representative running today to look at in the early sessions, FP1 especially, who knows. But still, Ferrari not only have some pretty good one-lap pace, but their long-run pace is now very impressive, especially last week in Australia. And based on the long-run data, Leclerc was the man to beat in FP1 today on that long-run pace.
Give your skin what it's asking for with Billy Body Wash.
All right.
Like a bright glow, soothing comfort, bouncy moisture, or a purifying detox. New at Walmart and mybilly.com.
Injured? Don't delay. Get the best advantage today.
Back in week 4, the Buccaneers won a thriller in their last matchup against the Panthers.
They go play action here on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. The Panthers have 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at
toward the sideline, intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Now Anderson. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers. in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponent.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Counting down toward the...
And it's like, come on. We know the race and the qualifying isn't going to be that good. Like, you don't have to fool us, basically. So this is what they say today.
In quarter one. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Sheds off the tackle, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with it.
They led the session for some time, then that changed around. The reason why this happened, by the way, and there was no warning, is because of a corner in the rule this year. So last year, the teams in the FBA decided this corner to the flavor round. They're really telling the FBA they want to change this back, basically, because that worked both on us. That's the entire sport. Effectively, right?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. They got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his...
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At the 43-yard line.
Hurry!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll kick things off down in the Bayou. NFC South matchup between Atlanta and New Orleans. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. The Falcons trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as we get this up to about the 42.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Here we go, here we go!
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
18 Rattlers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have it. Panthers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown.
Ready, set. '79 Broncos. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Buying time to his left. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. That is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did.
in September, the Saints lost a thriller in their previous matchup against the Panthers. Can Carolina finish the sweep? Find out next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking.
Here we go. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, pick up a 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
60. Cut 19.
Back to throw here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Getting down past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive #1 where they have the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation. Maybe they just...
Let's go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Caught by Trimble. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at the Saints defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
This run upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Panthers at 6-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Flushed out right. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch a defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a fourth down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Robert, 18.
They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for Jordan.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continual...
Ready, break! Ready! Ready!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A short one here caught by McBride. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one too low.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Inside.
Back in September, the Saints lost a thriller in their last matchup against the Panthers. Can Carolina finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
2nd and 5. Being chased out left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's out right at the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. the gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And this one will be brought back. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play.
Ready? 19 Lions. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. I think the ball's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Absolutely have to credit the pass protection there on 3rd down because he had all sorts of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through his progressions, and you just have to know that sooner or later, someone's going to work his way open if you don't get to him. Make sure those guys up front get plenty of credit and recognition for a job well done.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, And to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense...
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. We'll take a break.
Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Cunningham's throw complete to McBride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone.
Check it. Ready.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Rolling to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Come on.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What's the deal, y'all? Every day, let's do what we do every day. Hey, what we got? Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go do this thing, baby.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now Cunningham. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs had...
Get it! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hut, hut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cunningham looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys...
Got it. Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just... On first down, it's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And here's J.C. Horn. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Raiders and the Panthers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. On the move to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for...
Tag. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Come on, come on.
Now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And his guys are going to take over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard. All right, after the touchdown, this offense back out there to see what they can do. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Second down back at the 20-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And a pick.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And here's the former Raider wideout, Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, a run, and this is a reverse here. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That's caught by Mingo right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks,
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
and frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much